What's crack, lads? It's Donny Shamalama Lad here on behalf of Talking to Toon YouTube channel, and today I'll be previewing the game between Southampton and Newcastle on the Ugly Insides channel. Big thanks to the lads for inviting us over to be on their channel, and let's get into this. So first off, I'll quickly talk about the reverse fixture in St James's Park, first game of the season for both teams, which finished 2-2. It was quite a tough, close game, to be honest. Both teams really went for it at the start of the season. We thought that result was very positive because we were thinking that ye were favourites for the game, so we thought we mightn't have even got a point for the game, but we did, and we thought maybe that result kind of put us in the mindset that it would be quite a positive season for us. But how wrong were we to think that? We've been in the bottom 7, 8, even down further all season, haven't really gotten to a stable position in mid-table. Whereas ye probably were expecting to beat us on the first day, since you had such a good season last season and the season beforehand, and you've actually went on to have a positive season, which is very good for ye, whereas we've had a very negative season. So it's both contrast really, both teams going either ways, up and down, ye going up, us going way down. So it's unfortunate that's happened to us. Next thing is the past meeting between the two sides. And you've just bloody hammered us in the past few years. In the last 4 years, you've beaten us 4-0 twice and 2-0, and we haven't scored a goal in the last few meetings between the two sides. The last time we beat you at home was in September 2004. It was the 19th, I'm pretty sure. We beat you 2-1. So that's a good 12 years ago, and we haven't beaten you since. And hopefully that won't happen again on Saturday. You might be thinking it could happen because they're in such a bad position. Newcastle's 3 key players for the game on Saturday have been split up to defence, midfield and attack, one in each of those places. So I'll start off with defence, and it'll have to be the goalkeeper, Carl Darlow, because our goalkeepers always need to be on top form in every game we play, because our defence is absolutely shocking, and they always need to be on. They always need to give 110%. They always need to give it their everything, because they have so many shots put at their goal in every game. I don't think we ever keep out a team to at least 2 or 3 shots on target per game. We've the second, if not the worst, goal difference in the Premier League, which just shows how bad we are at defending. And Carl Darlow, who's just come in for the injured Rob Elliott, who's been ruled out for 6 months, which is an absolute devastating news to hear when he got injured playing for Ireland in the international friendly against Slovakia. I was absolutely devastated. He's in my opinion, he's been our best player. Saved us so many times, kept us in the game so many times, and he just saved our arses just multiple times during the season. Now moving on to midfield, John Joe Shelby, next player. Captain at the minute, as you know. If you don't know, Colaccini's out injured. He could be back for the game on Saturday, but there hasn't been news yet to say if he is or not. But at the minute, it's Captain John Joe Shelby, who you all know. He plays playing for England when he has been, and playing for Swansea when he joined us in January. He's an unbelievable talent. He sprays balls over the top, wing left. He can basically pick anyone out. If a fan in the crowd put his hand up and said, "Pass me the ball," he'd probably pass it to him on a plate for him. That's quite a joke, but he's just unbelievable at passing. He brings something different. We haven't had a player like him since Johan Kabay, so he has to be one of our key players. And then up top, it's Alexander Mitrovic. As you know, he's on great form at the minute for us. He scored 3 goals in the last 2 games, so he'd definitely take a lot of encouragement from those 3 goals he scored. The one against Sunderland and the 2 off the bench from Norwich, the header and the penalty. He didn't start against Norwich, which was quite a surprise. Papi Cisse started again instead of him. So I'm hoping Rafa puts him up top either on his own, or I'd like him to have a partnership up top, maybe with Ayoze Perez or Papi Cisse, whoever, but he needs to be up top against you on Saturday, because he causes every team lots of problems. He holds the ball up very well. Yes, his finishing isn't great. If you haven't seen some of our games this season, he's missed absolute sitters, and sometimes his shots just go wayward. But he has improved in the last few weeks, which is very positive to see. The form in the last 5 games for both sides have just been completely different. On our side, we've only picked up 1 point in our last 5 games. That was in the derby against Sunderland in a 1-1 draw. We haven't won since February the 6th against West Brom, where we beat them 1-0. But if you look at it, we have had very bad results, but they're thanks to Steve McLaren because he was still in charge. Yes, we have lost 2 games under Raf Benitez, but we didn't play that bad against Leicester. We did kind of dominate them in the second half and parts of the first half. And in Norwich, we did show a bit of heart in the second half when we came back to equalise twice. So you could say we have a few positives to take out of results, but it's all about the points in the end. It doesn't matter if you play really bad and you still get a win. It's still, wins are better than good performances. That's what we just want right now. And then on your side, you've picked up great, very good 7 points from your last 5 games. You had that unbelievable comeback against Liverpool, the 3-2, and you picked up a very handy 2-1 win over Stoke. So on the basis of form, you blow us out of the water, and that's no surprise. We're Newcastle. We've been crap all season. Next thing I'm going to talk about is whether Rafa Benitez has made a difference to the club and the team, and what are our chances like of staying up. Back to Rafa Benitez, has he made a difference? Yes, I do think he's made a difference. I think anyone, one of ye, myself, anyone, any manager could make a difference to the team we have at the minute instead of Steve McLaren. His appointment by Lee Charnley was just an absolute disgrace. I personally thought that seeing when he walked through the doors, when he signed the papers to become Newcastle head coach, not manager, head coach, which is completely different, that we were in for a shocking season. You might think, yes, you're only saying that because we're in that position right now. But if you look at his record, he was nailed on to get promoted with Derby last year, and then he blew it up. He fucked it up really. He ended up 2 or 3 places outside the promotion spots, or even I think came to the last day and he just missed out. But he threw it away. I don't know how he managed to do that. They were on such a great run. Everyone were even saying they were title contenders at lots of parts of the season in the Championship, and I thought they were nailed on to get promoted. Our chances of staying up, I want to know what you think. Comment down below after you watch this. What do you think? Do you think we're dead and buried, we're completely gone, or do you think we're going to do what Leicester did? Leicester are way more points off than we have been, or they had way more. They had about, I think it was 6 or 7 points less than what we have at the minute that they had last season. They had about 19 points and we've 25. Our chances of staying up look unbelievably slim in my eyes. I've accepted relegation. The lads over at Talking to Toon, some of them have accepted relegation, unfortunately, and some fans have as well. I do still have glimmers of hope that we could go 7 game winning streak until the end of the season, and if that happened, we could easily end up mid-table, very close to ye. So I can't even see that happening, to be honest. What do you think? Do you think we'll stay up? In my eyes, I think we're down. I've accepted that we're down. Still a bit of hope inside me, but if we get hammered off the field against ye on Saturday, then I think my hopes will just be completely gone. And now finally, we'll go through the match predictions from my side. And in recent years, when we've played you, your front three have absolutely dominated us. Sadio Mane has absolutely damaged us. Shane Long has as well. Tadic has, and Graziano Pelle has been. We've made him out to be the actual god that is Pele against us. He scored so many goals against us, and that could very well happen on Saturday when we come to St Mary's. But I'm going to go with a prediction of 3-1, and you're going to win 3-1. I don't think we're going to come back and end our really bad form that we've had over at your ground. and we're not going to. We're going to keep our bad form up. I really wish I didn't say like we'd lose, because I haven't said in a while that we'd lose. Even the previews I've done for Talking to Toon, I've always said we'd either draw or win, and I haven't said we'd lose in a while. But I do think we will. Just being honest, on your channel, I do think we're going to lose. Unfortunately, I hate saying negative things about Newcastle, but I do think you're going to have a field day on Saturday. So that's what my match predictions will be. Let me know what you think will be the scoreline, who's going to score. But I'm going to go with a 3-win win for ye Southampton on Saturday. Big thanks again to the lads at the Ugly Inside for having myself over representing the Talking to Toon. Make sure to subscribe to the lads at the Ugly Inside, and make sure to then come over to our channel, watch our preview, and also subscribe to us. Even if you're not a Newcastle fan, as a lot of you probably aren't, but just come over and subscribe to us, and hopefully you'll like our content. And also maybe follow us on Twitter. It's at Talking2Toon9, and hopefully my match predictions are completely wrong and we show up and not battery, but hopefully win the game, end our bad streak. But I don't really have much hope for the game on Saturday. Again, as I said, let us know what your predictions are. Let the lads know what your predictions are, who your goal scorers are, if we'll stay up or not. And let's see what happens on Saturday. Come on, the Toon!
Alright, Red and Whites, welcome back to another match preview, and Clive and I are here to give you our thoughts ahead of the Newcastle game on Saturday. So Clive, what are we expecting from this game, mate?
I should imagine a blizzard, judging by this weather today. Again, these north and eastern teams have brought their weather with them.